How's it going, guys and gals? This is Anthony, and today we're back at it with a new video. Today we'll be talking about the predictions for SummerSlam 2025. I was originally gonna split this up into Thursday SummerSlam Saturday predictions and Friday SummerSlam Sunday predictions, but due to a power outage, I had to practically now having to squeeze in both nights into one predictions video. If you like this type of content, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's jump right in. First off, we have Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. I remember on the road to Evolution, I was like, these two have to win the titles on that show. They didn't. They tried to, stretch the chewing gum a little bit more. We had both teams faced off against each other on singles matches. Charlotte beat Raquel and Roxanne beat Alexa. On last week's episode of SmackDown, Charlotte beat Raquel 2 weeks ago on SmackDown. And I've been loving the dynamic between these two because originally it was only supposed to be Alexa versus Charlotte at SummerSlam, and it was Charlotte herself be like, no, this is working. Let it play out, which I think has been an excellent idea. I think Liv is gonna come back in 3 months, so you better start, the downfall of the Judgment Day has to begin on the show. So, and the money is in Alexa and Charlotte as a tag team. Charlotte, who has a babyface, has been working wonders alongside Alexa Bliss. The people are cheering for her because for the first time ever since she came up to the main roster, Charlotte has taken a back seat. And I know she was tag team champions with Asuka, but if you guys remember during that time, with no fans on the Thunderdome, Asuka was not only the tag team champion, but she was also behind the Raw Women's title. So they weren't really a team. So this is really the first time where Charlotte has been taking a back seat in the women's division, just like Bianca Belair took on 2024 when she teamed up with both Jade Cargill and Naomi. And I just really think that we are gonna have new tag team champions crowned. I mean, and I hope that Alexa Bliss's nose is okay from that hit she took last Friday night on SmackDown. But still, even with a broken nose, we got new women's tag team champions in Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Next up, I have this matchup because I think this is the easiest one to predict. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll team up against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Obviously, we know what happened on Saturday night's main event. Logan Paul tried to interfere in Drew McIntyre's match. Jelly Roll shove Logan. Drew McIntyre got distracted. RKO 1, 2, 3. Logan and Drew beat up Randy. Jelly Roll gets involved. He hits a Claymore. I really like what they did on Jimmy Kimmel Live as a way to promote SummerSlam, and also Jelly Roll going everywhere to promote SummerSlam. Not him, but the show, and I think that really deserves props. Reminds me of when Mr. T. I almost said Booker T for some reason, but it's Mr. T. Goddamn, I was thinking about Booker T. For some reason, I hope he's okay. I really hope he's okay. But Mr. T, in 1985, when he went all around the country promoting WrestleMania. And even then, the night before, he was on SNL to promote WrestleMania 1 on NBC. So, not himself, but the show. And that's what I really, really liked about Jelly Roll in this position. And I've really been liking how Logan has been we professional wrestlers don't want celebrities when he's a celebrity. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, that's a cheap way to get heel heat. I think the Drew McIntyre situation has been solved because he left his US passport in the US, which I think is a moronic thing to do. You stupid moron. You almost messed up a big time angle that you were put in. If I were TKO, I would have fired your ass on the spot. But I think Jelly Roll pins Logan Paul. Jelly Roll pins Logan Paul 1, 2, 3. Let's go. I decided to talk about this match on the middle because I think we need to we need to extend our talk a little bit on this match. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Obviously, we know the injury that happened to Seth Rollins on Saturday night's main event. How nobody talks about what type of injury it is. Is it a minor injury? Is it a bigger injury? Seth Rollins didn't really go too much into it on the Rich Eisen show, which he did for a couple of days after Saturday night's main event. So some people may start thinking that it's a work for him to cash in on a match later tonight, later on the show. But I think, we know that the money match long term is Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns. I mean, I can see both teams winning, but I think at the end of the day, the Oracle, Paul Heyman, will help the Vision win this match. And I think the question here is who gets pinned? Is it Jey or is it Roman? And because we know the story since WrestleMania, Paul Heyman turned on both Roman Reigns and CM Punk in favor of Seth Rollins. That way he stopped being the wise man and became the Oracle for the Vision, which is the name of this faction, the Vision. I mean, I really don't know, man. Like, I think this is the hardest match to predict, because even though we know the story, and now with Seth out, this team needs legitimacy, and besides, Roman is only gonna be here for SummerSlam, because after SummerSlam he's gone again. So what do we do here? And I think it's gonna be Braun Breaker pinning Roman Reigns, because on Survivor Series it's gonna be Braun Breaker and Roman Reigns at Petco Park. That's my opinion. Next up, we have Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross. As we know, this could be Karrion Kross's last match in WWE because he has no contract. Allegedly, he signed a contract extension. Who knows? But Kross won one. Sami Zayn has won one. This is the rubber match. And besides, Sami is gonna win the 2026 Royal Rumble. And if you want to start making him an underdog for him to win the Rumble in Saudi Arabia, he needs to lose this match. Karrion Kross at the end of this match is gonna be like, yeah, I told you the truth about Sami. A liar, a coward, or something like that. Just the way that he's been talking about in this feud. I mean, ever since they started interacting with each other all the way in like February during the feud with Kevin Owens. Like, this has been talked about for like 6-7 months, you know what I mean? Like, but we've only been given snippets. But this feud has been going on for like 6 months at least. I think Karrion Kross wins here because he extended his contract, so they need to throw him a bone. And in the absence of Seth Rollins for an unlimited amount of time due to that knee injury, WWE needs to start building a credible heel for the time being. And I think that credible heel could be Karrion Kross. So that's why I have Karrion Kross winning this match. Next up, here we have Tiffany Stratton defending against Jade Cargill, the Queen of the Ring. Obviously, this match is babyface versus babyface. I know that many months ago I was like, the match at SummerSlam is Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair with Cardi B as the special guest referee. We saw Bianca Belair as the special guest referee in Evolution in the match between Jade Cargill and Naomi. And when Jade Cargill won, I don't think too many people noticed the look Bianca Belair gave Jade. She was like very preoccupied for Naomi. She was very worried about Naomi. Which makes me think maybe, just maybe, Bianca Belair interferes in this match, turns heel. Tiffany Stratton does not notice what happened. Best moonsault ever, or prettiest moonsault ever in her case. 1, 2, 3. Tiffany Stratton retains the WWE Women's Championship in this match. And now we start the Bianca Belair Jade Cargill feud. And I hope they do that match in Paris with Cardi B as the special guest referee. Because that is money. On the main event of night 1, we have Gunther the Ring General defending the World Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk. We've saw the promos this past couple of weeks, and once again, Gunther does not come out dressed as a world champion. He looks like a guy working on a freaking Walmart, and there's nothing wrong with working on a Walmart, but my guy, you are a world champion. Dress like it. Like some guys here on like WWC and IWA here in Puerto Rico dress better than the way Gunther was dressed this past couple of weeks. Like if I see Gunther, I'm like, sir, can you take me to the Switch 2 aisle, please? Thank you. Like, that is what I imagine when I see Gunther. Like, the guy, as I always say, he's a great worker, but he has no charisma, no personality. I've always said it. He's a great Intercontinental Champion because during that reign he had Kaiser by his side. Once he won the World Heavyweight Championship, they took Kaiser off his side, and the deficiencies have increased by 1,000,000. CM Punk has eaten him alive on the microphone, on the personality department, and be careful if he doesn't even eat him alive on the in-ring storytelling department also. Because this match is the easiest to predict on the show. CM Punk becomes the new World Heavyweight Champion because the title needs him. But that's just my opinion, guys. Remember, if you like this type of content, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Before I go, share these beautiful moments with your families, create beautiful memories, because life's too short, but those memories last a lifetime. As always, this is Anthony, signing off, and in a couple of hours, you'll see the SummerSlam Sunday predictions upload. This is Anthony, signing off. Bye-bye.